Have you ever felt like you're constantly on display, living your life on a stage for everyone to see and judge? In a world that's obsessed with sharing every moment, every achievement and every thought, we've lost something incredibly valuable. The power of keeping secrets. Yes, secrets. Not the kind that weigh you down or keep you up at night, but the kind that nurture your soul, protect your growth, and enrich your deepest self. These are the secrets that the ancient Stoics, with their profound wisdom, held close. They knew the strength that comes from silence, the growth that blooms from privacy, and the peace that dwells in the unshared corners of our lives. In today's digital age, where privacy is often traded for likes and validation, rediscovering the Stoic art of keeping certain things to ourselves is not just refreshing, it's revolutionary. So if you've ever felt the pressure to unveil every part of your life, or if you've wondered what it might be like to hold a part of you back from the world, to keep it just for you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the wisdom of the ages, exploring why some things, some precious, beautiful things, are better kept to ourselves. Stay with me as we uncover the power of privacy, the strength in silence, and the freedom that comes from choosing what we share and what we hold dear. This isn't just another video, it's an invitation to a journey inward, to a place where your true self can flourish, away from the noise and the eyes of the world. Let's rediscover the lost art of keeping secrets, together. And before we dive into this journey of self-discovery and wisdom, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with friends who need to hear this message, and give us a like to show your support. Most importantly, stick with me till the end without skipping a beat, because every moment of this video is a step closer to uncovering the tranquility and strength within you that the world hasn't seen yet. One, achievements. Unlocking true success, the inner journey. In the quest for achievement, it's tempting to seek the spotlight, to showcase our victories for the world to see. But let's pause and reflect, delving into the wisdom of the Stoics and the insights of modern motivational thinkers to uncover a deeper truth about success. The Stoics, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught us that the essence of true achievement lies not in external recognition, but in the internal transformation that occurs within us. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, the value of a thing is the price it will bring in the market of life. This profound statement encourages us to consider that the real market we should be concerned with is the one that trades in personal growth and wisdom, not in likes, shares, or public accolades. Jim Rohn, a prominent figure in the realm of personal development, eloquently stated, "Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become." This mirrors the Stoic belief in focusing on inner work and personal evolution as the path to true success. It's about becoming a magnet for success by virtue of who we are, not just what we achieve. Tony Robbins, another influential voice in the field, often speaks about the significance of personal mastery and growth. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped, Robbins asserts. This sentiment aligns with the Stoic philosophy that true achievement is a reflection of our inner state and the decisions we make in pursuit of wisdom and self-improvement. Brené Brown, known for her research on vulnerability, courage, and empathy, emphasizes the importance of authenticity and self-acceptance. Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we will ever do. This speaks to the Stoic practice of introspection and valuing personal growth over public validation. Simon Sinek, who explores how leaders can inspire cooperation, trust, and change, teaches us to start with our why. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Similarly, the value of our achievements lies not in the achievements themselves, but in the why behind them, the internal growth and the purpose that fueled our journey. Jordan B. Peterson, a professor and clinical psychologist, offers this: compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This is a modern echo of the Stoic principle that our focus should be on our own progress and transformation, not on how we measure up against others. In synthesizing these teachings, we find a powerful message. True success is an inward journey. It's about the transformation that occurs within us as we pursue wisdom, personal growth, and self-mastery. The next time you achieve something great, take a moment to reflect on how it has transformed you. Remember, the most significant victories are the ones that happen inside, the ones that change us, shape our character, and lead us to become the best versions of ourselves. So, as we navigate the path of life, let's shift our focus from seeking external validation to cultivating our inner world. Let's treasure the invisible achievements, the growth, the wisdom, the resilience we build along the way. These are the true markers of success, the ones that truly matter in the market of life. 2. Unconquered challenges. Embracing the climb, finding greatness in challenge. In the tapestry of life, challenges are not mere obstacles, but opportunities for profound personal growth and wisdom. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, teach us to view each hurdle not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone towards inner greatness. This perspective is echoed by modern voices in the fields of motivation and self-improvement, offering us a comprehensive guide to navigating life's trials. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful statement encapsulates the Stoic attitude towards challenges. Rather than viewing them as hindrances, they are seen as essential parts of the journey towards self-improvement and wisdom. Jim Rohn, a figurehead in personal development, similarly noted, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom." This aligns with the Stoic principle that personal growth is forged in the fire of adversity, not in the comfort of ease and complacency. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic seminars on power and achievement, emphasizes the role of challenges in shaping our destiny. "Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow," Robbins asserts. This viewpoint mirrors the Stoic belief that it is through overcoming obstacles that we find true strength and greatness. Brené Brown, whose work on vulnerability has touched millions, teaches us about the power of facing our fears and challenges head-on. You can choose courage, or you can choose comfort, but you cannot choose both, Brown advises. This echoes the Stoic wisdom that true growth lies in embracing discomfort and the lessons it brings. Simon Sinek, an inspirational speaker and author, encourages us to find purpose and meaning in our challenges. Great companies are built in the tough times, not the easy times, Sinek has said. This principle applies not just to businesses, but to individuals, highlighting that resilience and greatness are cultivated during times of struggle. Jordan B. Peterson, a clinical psychologist known for his emphasis on personal responsibility, suggests, "In the face of adversity, we have a choice. We can be bitter or we can be better." This reflects the Stoic teaching that our response to challenges defines our path to wisdom and greatness. The convergence of these teachings from both ancient Stoics and modern thought leaders offers a compelling narrative. Challenges are not to be feared or avoided. but embraced as essential components of our journey to greatness. They are the crucibles in which our character is tested and our wisdom is forged. So, as we face the hurdles life throws our way, let's remember that each one is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and closer to the person we aspire to be. Let's not shy away from these challenges, but welcome them, for it is through them that we achieve true greatness. The journey may be steep and the path may be rough, but it is in the climbing that we find our strength and our purpose. Let's embrace the climb, one challenge at a time. 3. Good deeds. Silent sparks. The power of quiet kindness. In a world often loud with the clamor of self-promotion and recognition, the Stoics bring us a message of profound simplicity and depth. The most impactful acts of kindness are those performed quietly, without expectation of reward or acknowledgement. This timeless wisdom, when woven together with insights from modern thought leaders, creates a tapestry that reveals the true essence and power of generosity. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This statement underscores the Stoic belief that the opportunity to do good is ever present, and true generosity arises from seizing these opportunities quietly, without fanfare. It's the silent acts of kindness, those unseen by the masses, that resonate the most deeply and create ripples of positive change. Jim Rohn, a revered figure in personal development, echoes this sentiment by suggesting the highest form of wisdom is kindness. The simplicity of doing good for others, without the need for recognition, is a powerful testament to one's character and the purity of one's intentions. Tony Robbins, known for his motivational prowess, emphasizes the intrinsic reward of giving. Life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. This aligns with the Stoic philosophy that true generosity enriches the giver internally, far beyond any external validation could. Brené Brown, in her exploration of vulnerability and connection, highlights the strength in offering kindness from a place of authenticity. Staying vulnerable is a risk we have to take if we want to experience connection. This vulnerability in giving, without seeking acknowledgement, fosters genuine connections and nurtures the spirit of both the giver and the recipient. Simon Sinek, who delves into the why behind our actions, proposes, "The true test of leadership is how well you function in a crisis." In this light, true generosity and kindness can be seen as a form of quiet leadership, guiding others through the crisis of human suffering with compassion and empathy, all without seeking the spotlight. Jordan B. Peterson offers a pragmatic approach to kindness. Do not do things that you hate. Extending this idea, engaging in acts of kindness should stem from a place of genuine desire to do good, not from an obligation or for the sake of appearance. This ensures that our kindness is pure and impactful. Combining the Stoic philosophy with modern insights, we find a compelling argument for the power of quiet kindness. True generosity doesn't require a stage or an audience. It thrives in the quiet moments, the gentle helping hand offered in times of need, the supportive word spoken in a moment of despair. These acts of kindness, small and silent, are like candles quietly lighting up a room, dispelling darkness and bringing warmth to all corners. 4. Resentments. Unchain your heart, the freedom of forgiveness. In the grand narrative of life, the Stoics offered a beacon of wisdom on navigating the turbulent waters of human emotions, especially when it comes to resentments. They likened holding onto these negative feelings to anchoring ourselves in the past, preventing progress and growth. This ancient philosophy enriched by the insights of modern motivational speakers, forms a guide to liberating ourselves through the power of forgiveness. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, once wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This profound insight reveals that true power lies not in retaliation, but in choosing a path of understanding and forgiveness. By releasing resentments, we free ourselves from the chains of past hurts and open our hearts to peace and fulfillment. Seneca, another Stoic sage, taught that anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. This metaphor highlights the destructive nature of holding on to anger and resentment, underscoring the importance of letting go for our own well-being. Epictetus, emphasizing the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, advised, "Don't allow your happiness to depend on something you may lose." Resentment often ties our happiness to past events and the actions of others, things outside our control. By releasing these feelings, we reclaim our power to find joy and contentment from within. Jim Rohn, a renowned figure in personal development, echoed this sentiment when he said, "Let go of the past so that you can embrace the future." Holding on to resentments keeps us trapped in past narratives, hindering our ability to move forward and embrace new opportunities for happiness and growth. Tony Robbins, known for his empowering seminars and books, speaks to the transformative power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's a reminder that when we forgive, we are not condoning the actions of others, but freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment, allowing us to live more fully. Brené Brown, whose work on vulnerability has reshaped our understanding of human connection, highlights the strength required to forgive. Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. Forgiveness often involves setting boundaries with those who have wronged us, an act of self-love that allows us to move on from resentment. Simon Sinek, who explores how great leaders inspire action, suggests that a culture of trust begins with understanding and forgiveness. This applies not only to organizations, but to personal life as well. Understanding and forgiving those who have wronged us fosters a culture of trust within our own hearts, enabling us to engage with the world more openly and positively. Jordan B. Peterson emphasizes personal responsibility in overcoming bitterness. It's very hard to regulate your emotions without thinking very carefully about the future consequences of your actions. This insight encourages us to consider the long-term effects of holding on to resentments and the benefits of choosing forgiveness and understanding instead. By synthesizing the wisdom of Stoic philosophers with the insights of modern motivational speakers, a clear message emerges. Letting go of resentments and choosing forgiveness is not only an act of kindness towards others, but a profound act of self-liberation. It unchains our hearts from the burdens of the past, allowing us to move forward with grace and strength. As we navigate life's challenges, let us remember the freedom that comes with forgiveness, and may we embrace the peace and fulfillment that follow. 5. Deepest dreams. Guard your dreams, the silent path to flourishing. In the garden of life, our deepest dreams are like delicate seeds, holding within them the potential for incredible growth and beauty. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature and the forces that shape our lives, taught us the value of protecting these seeds from the harsh elements of doubt and ridicule until they are strong enough to stand on their own. This wisdom, echoed by modern thought leaders, offers a blueprint for nurturing our aspirations in a way that allows them to flourish fully. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations on Life and Leadership, advised, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Applying this to our dreams, it suggests that maintaining a positive and protective mindset towards our aspirations is crucial for their growth and eventual realization. By guarding our dreams against negativity, we create a fertile environment for them to thrive. Seneca, another pillar of Stoic thought, reminded us that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This highlights the importance of quietly preparing and nurturing our dreams, so when the right opportunity presents itself, our dreams are strong enough to seize it. The work done in silence lays the foundation for the success that follows. Epictetus, with his focus on the dichotomy of control, would likely counsel us to focus on nurturing our dreams internally, recognizing that external validation is beyond our control and often unnecessary in the early stages of growth. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak, he might say, emphasizing the value of listening to our inner voice and the whispers of our dreams over the loud opinions of the crowd. Jim Rohn, a modern philosopher in the realm of personal development, taught that if you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. This speaks to the courage required to pursue our deepest dreams, even in the face of potential ridicule or doubt from others. The act of protecting and nurturing our dreams in silence is itself a risk, but one that is necessary for achieving anything beyond the ordinary. Tony Robbins, a master of motivation and transformation, believes in the power of clarity and commitment to one's dreams. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible, Robbins asserts. This process begins in the quiet spaces of our minds and hearts, well before our dreams are shared with the world. Brené Brown, whose research into vulnerability has shed light on the courage it takes to pursue what matters most to us, would likely affirm the Stoic practice of nurturing dreams in private. Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change, she notes, suggesting that keeping our dreams close allows us to be vulnerable with them, fostering growth and transformation. Simon Sinek, an advocate for finding one's why, encourages us to start with a deep understanding of the purpose behind our dreams. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, he explains. By nurturing our dreams quietly, we give ourselves the space to fully understand and connect with our why, making our dreams all the more powerful when they are finally shared. Jordan B. Peterson, who emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility and the pursuit of meaningful goals, would likely support the Stoic approach to dreams. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient, Peterson advises, reminding us that the most profound dreams are those that hold deep personal significance and are worth protecting and nurturing over time. Combining the timeless wisdom of the Stoics with the insights of modern thought leaders, we find a compelling argument for treating our dreams with care, nurturing them quietly until they are ready to face the world. In doing so, we give ourselves the best chance of seeing them flourish into reality. Guard your dreams like precious seeds, for in them lies the potential for your most beautiful and fulfilling life. 6. Next moves. Silent strategy, mastering your next move. In the grand chessboard of life, where every decision can alter the course of our future, the Stoic philosophy offers a timeless strategy: move in silence. This approach, championed by ancient thinkers and echoed by modern mentors, teaches us the profound power of discretion, self-reliance, and humility in navigating our paths forward. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, counseled, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Applied to our context, this means focusing on action rather than proclamation. In the realm of personal strategy, it's about embodying the change and progress we wish to see without feeling the need to broadcast our intentions. This silent progression allows us to adapt and evolve free from the weight of external expectations or criticism. Seneca, with his sharp insight into human nature, observed, "He who spares the wicked injures the good." In the strategy of life, revealing too much can inadvertently empower those who might wish us ill. By keeping our plans to ourselves, we protect not only our ambitions but also the integrity of our journey from those who may seek to undermine it. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of controlling our reactions, might say, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When it comes to our next moves, this embodies the principle of strategizing in silence. It's about making our actions so aligned with our goals that they speak for themselves, eliminating the need for external validation. Jim Rohn, a sage in the world of personal development, taught that success is something you attract by the person you become. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic approach to silent strategy. By focusing on internal growth and quietly moving towards our goals, we become magnets for success, attracting the right circumstances and opportunities naturally. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic approach to achievement and fulfillment, often emphasizes the power of decisive action. "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped," Robbins asserts. Marking those decisions quickly, without fanfare, allows us to shape our destinies with a clear mind, undistracted by the noise of external opinions. Brené Brown, who champions the strength found in vulnerability and courage, encourages us to dare greatly. Part of daring greatly is having the courage to follow our own path without seeking the approval of others. This courage is cultivated in the quiet contemplation of our next moves, ensuring they are authentic to our true selves. Simon Sinek, an advocate for inspirational leadership, reminds us, "Leadership is not about being in charge, it's about taking care of those in your charge." When applied to personal strategy, this suggests leading our own lives with thoughtful discretion, considering the impact of our actions on our future selves and those we care for, all while keeping our strategies close to our hearts. Jordan B. Peterson, a voice for personal responsibility and the search for meaning, advises, "Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't." This humility in our approach to strategizing allows us to remain open to learning and adapting, even as we quietly chart our course forward. 7. Doubts and uncertainties. Silent strength, navigating doubts with Stoic wisdom. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves wandering through a dense forest of doubts and uncertainties, a place where light seems scarce and the path ahead unclear. The Stoics, ancient philosophers known for their practical wisdom on resilience and inner peace, offer a guiding lantern in this darkness. They teach us the value of facing our doubts silently, turning inward to find the strength and clarity we need to move forward. This Stoic approach, when intertwined with the insights of contemporary motivational thinkers, becomes a powerful tool for navigating life's uncertainties with grace and confidence. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor whose meditations continue to inspire, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful reminder teaches us that our response to doubt and uncertainty is within our control. By focusing on our internal reactions rather than the external chaos, we cultivate a sense of peace and resilience that guides us through the thickest of forests. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Many of our doubts and fears are products of our mind, exaggerated by our imagination. By confronting these uncertainties within the quietude of reflection, we often find that they are less formidable than we feared, and that the strength to overcome them lies within us. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the dichotomy of control, would say, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective encourages us to view doubts not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By focusing on our internal reactions and seeking answers within, we can navigate life's uncertainties with a stoic grace. Jim Rohn, a towering figure in personal development, eloquently stated, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." This mindset aligns with the Stoic practice of turning inward in the face of doubt. Rather than seeking external solutions or broadcasting our uncertainties, we should focus on developing ourselves, enhancing our skills, and fortifying our inner strength. Tony Robbins, a master of motivation, reminds us that the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably deal with. Embracing our doubts and uncertainties rather than fearing or avoiding them is a testament to our growth and resilience. By seeking answers within and facing our fears head-on, we expand our capacity to live fully and courageously. Brené Brown, whose research into vulnerability has reshaped our understanding of courage, asserts, "Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome." Acknowledging our doubts and uncertainties, facing them silently and reflectively, is an act of vulnerability that fosters true strength and self-confidence. Simon Sinek, an advocate for purpose-driven living, teaches, 100% of customers are people. 100% of employees are people. If you don't understand people, you don't understand business. Translating this to our personal journey, if we don't understand ourselves, if we don't face our doubts and seek our truths within, we can't navigate the complexities of life. Our uncertainties are part of the human experience, and embracing them is key to understanding and growth. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his emphasis on personal responsibility, advises, "Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping." This includes navigating our doubts with compassion and patience, seeking answers within with the same dedication we would offer to help another. 8. Criticism of others. Beyond criticism, embracing empathy and growth. In the vibrant mosaic of human interaction, the Stoics presented a timeless piece of wisdom that stands out for its simplicity and depth: the futility of criticizing others. They advocated for a life enriched by empathy and self-improvement, a philosophy where understanding trumps disdain and connection overshadows division. This Stoic approach, when interlaced with the perspectives of contemporary thought leaders, offers a robust framework for fostering relationships built on peace and mutual respect. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wisely noted, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He continues, "Not with a call to criticism, but to understanding," reminding us that these people have not been enlightened to the value of reason and empathy. This mindset shifts our focus from fault-finding to fostering an environment of tolerance and patience. Seneca, with his profound insight into the human condition, taught, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This counsel steers us away from the easy path of criticizing others and towards the more challenging yet rewarding journey of self-improvement. By reserving judgment and extending empathy, we open the doors to personal growth and deeper connections with those around us. Epictetus, a Stoic known for his practical wisdom, admonished, "If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, 'He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone.'" This humorous yet insightful advice encourages us to view criticism as an opportunity for self-reflection rather than a prompt for counter-criticism. Jim Rohn, a luminary in personal development, emphasized the importance of self-improvement over external judgment, stating, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." This philosophy aligns with the Stoic view that criticizing others is a misplaced effort. Instead, we should channel our energies into becoming better versions of ourselves. Tony Robbins, a powerhouse of motivation, teaches, "Trade your expectation for appreciation, and the world changes instantly." By applying this principle, we replace the tendency to criticize with a practice of gratitude and understanding, transforming our interactions and relationships in the process. Brené Brown, whose work on vulnerability has revolutionized our approach to connection, reminds us, "Clear is kind, unclear is unkind." In the context of criticism, this means that offering constructive, empathetic feedback rooted in a desire to help rather than to judge is a form of kindness that can lead to growth and understanding. Simon Sinek, an advocate for inspirational leadership, observes, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge." This perspective invites us to lead by example, choosing empathy and constructive feedback over criticism, thereby nurturing an environment where everyone is encouraged to grow and improve. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his emphasis on personal responsibility, advises, "Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today." This guidance directs us away from the pitfalls of comparing and criticizing others and towards the more fruitful endeavor of self-improvement and personal growth. 9. Moments of solitude. Silence is strength, the power of solitude. In the relentless hustle and buzz of modern life, the ancient wisdom of the Stoics shines like a beacon, guiding us towards the tranquil shores of solitude. They taught us that silence isn't a void to be feared, but a sanctuary to be sought, a space where the seeds of self-discovery and growth are sown. This Stoic appreciation for moments of solitude, echoed by contemporary voices in personal development, offers us a pathway to deeper self-awareness and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, in his reflective meditations, observed, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This powerful statement encapsulates the Stoic belief in the value of turning inward, finding peace and strength in the quietude of our own company. It's a reminder that amidst life's chaos, the calmest place is within us. Seneca, with his eloquent wisdom, advised, "Retire into thyself. The rational soul is content with itself when it does a rational thing." The act of seeking solitude is not an escape, but a return to the essence of who we are, away from the distractions that cloud our judgment and dampen our spirits. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher known for his teachings on the control of perception, stated, "All the harmony of the world, within and without, is founded on solitude." He highlights that solitude is not only a personal retreat, but a universal principle that underpins harmony and balance in the world. Jim Rohn, a sage of personal development, remarked, "The greatest gift you can give to somebody is your own personal development. I used to say, if you will take care of me, I will take care of you. Now I say, I will take care of me for you, if you will take care of you for me." This speaks to the importance of cultivating our inner garden in solitude, so we can be more present and supportive in our relationships with others. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic approach to achievement and personal growth, emphasizes the power of quiet reflection in shaping our destiny. "It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped," he says. "Solitude provides the clarity and calm necessary for making life's pivotal decisions." Brené Brown, whose research into vulnerability has touched millions, underscores the importance of solitude in connecting with our authentic selves. True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are. It requires you to be who you are, Brown states, suggesting that solitude is where we meet our true selves, away from the expectations and judgments of society. Simon Sinek, an advocate for purpose-driven leadership, suggests, finding your why is a process of discovery, not invention. This discovery often happens in moments of solitude where we can listen to our inner voice and align our actions with our deepest values. Jordan B. Peterson, a proponent of personal responsibility and meaning, advises, to stand up straight with your shoulders back is to accept the terrible responsibility of life with eyes wide open. Solitude is where we prepare ourselves for this responsibility, reflecting on our lives and the paths we choose to walk. The Stoics, along with these modern thinkers, invite us to embrace solitude, not as a sign of isolation, but as a powerful practice of self-care and introspection. In the quiet moments spent alone, we find the strength to face life's challenges with grace, the wisdom to make choices that resonate with our deepest selves, and the peace that comes from knowing we are never truly alone when we are in harmony with ourselves. Let's rediscover the strength in silence, and in doing so, uncover the boundless potential that lies within each of us. 10. Unlearned lessons. Wisdom in the Wreckage. Embracing life's lessons. In the intricate dance of life, where missteps are inevitable, the Stoic philosophy offers a beacon of hope. Stoicism teaches us to view our mistakes not as marks of failure, but as invaluable opportunities for personal growth and enlightenment. This perspective, echoed by contemporary thought leaders, transforms our approach to setbacks, encouraging us to embrace each unlearned lesson as a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor whose meditations on life continue to inspire, counseled, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound insight teaches us that obstacles, including our own mistakes, are not barriers to our path, but are, in fact, the path itself. Every error provides a unique opportunity to advance our understanding and refine our actions. Seneca, with his deep understanding of the human experience, observed, "All cruelty springs from weakness." When we criticize ourselves for our mistakes, we act out of a place of perceived weakness. By adopting a Stoic approach to our errors, viewing them as chances for growth, we demonstrate strength and foster a kinder, more compassionate relationship with ourselves. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the power of perception, stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom is especially relevant when we face the consequences of our mistakes. By choosing to react with reflection and a willingness to learn, we can extract valuable lessons from every misstep. Jim Rohn, a seminal figure in personal development, emphasized the importance of personal evolution, saying, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." This attitude aligns with the Stoic view of unlearned lessons as catalysts for personal improvement. Each mistake is an invitation to become better, wiser, and more capable. Tony Robbins, a master motivator, often speaks to the power of reframing our experiences, noting, "Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow." When we view our unlearned lessons through this lens, we recognize that each error, far from being a source of shame, is a gift packed with potential for growth. Brené Brown, whose work on vulnerability has reshaped our understanding of courage and connection, reminds us that there is no innovation and creativity without failure. Period. In the context of unlearned lessons, this statement encourages us to embrace our mistakes as essential to our creative and personal development processes. Simon Sinek, an advocate for purpose-driven action, asserts, "Failure we can do alone. Success always takes help." Acknowledging and reflecting on our mistakes is a crucial step towards success, but it's also a process that often requires the insights and support of others, highlighting the interconnectedness of our personal growth journeys. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his emphasis on the pursuit of meaning over happiness, advises, "What you aim at determines what you see. When we aim to learn and grow from our mistakes, our perspective shifts, and we begin to see every unlearned lesson as an opportunity to advance on our path to wisdom." 11. Deepest plans. Guarding growth, the Stoic secret to cultivating success. In the garden of ambition, where our deepest plans take root, the ancient wisdom of the Stoics offers a timeless strategy for nurturing our goals to fruition. They taught us the art of guarding our aspirations like a gardener shields a tender seedling from the elements, understanding that premature exposure to the harsh climates of doubt and scrutiny can stunt growth. This Stoic principle, reinforced by the insights of modern motivational leaders, underscores the importance of allowing our plans to mature in the nurturing soil of privacy, setting the stage for success cultivated on our own terms. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic thought, once remarked, "The fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good." This reflects the Stoic belief in the importance of internal development over external validation. By protecting our plans, we focus on building the character and resilience necessary for achieving our goals, benefiting not just ourselves, but the common good. Seneca, with his keen understanding of human nature, advised, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This speaks to the courage required to pursue our plans quietly, without seeking the approval or understanding of others. In the solitude of our determination, we find the strength to face the inherent difficulties of our ambitions. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher known for his emphasis on the internal locus of control, taught, "Only the educated are free." In the context of nurturing our deepest plans, education comes from introspection and the private refinement of our strategies. Freedom, then, is the ability to pursue our goals without the constraints of external opinion, a principle that aligns perfectly with the Stoic practice of guarding our aspirations. Jim Rohn, a luminary in the field of personal development, once said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." This discipline extends to how we manage the information about our goals, choosing to share selectively and wisely, thus protecting the integrity of our plans and the process of achieving them. Tony Robbins, renowned for his dynamic approach to achievement, emphasizes the power of focused intention. Where focus goes, energy flows. By keeping our plans close to our chest, we direct our energy inward, fueling the growth and development of our ambitions without the distraction of external noise. Brené Brown, whose research into vulnerability has reshaped our understanding of strength, suggests that vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. In the quiet vulnerability of nurturing our plans in private, we open ourselves to innovative solutions and creative strategies that might be stifled by premature exposure. Simon Sinek, an advocate for purpose-driven action, reminds us, "People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it." The why behind our plans is often a deeply personal motivation that requires protection and privacy to fully understand and articulate. By guarding our plans, we give ourselves the space to connect deeply with our why, strengthening the foundation of our future success. Jordan B. Peterson, a voice for personal responsibility and the pursuit of meaningful goals, advises, assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. While this openness to learning from others is invaluable, it also underscores the importance of discernment in sharing our plans. By protecting our ambitions, we ensure that they are influenced by wisdom and insight rather than doubt and criticism. 12. Personal relationships. Sacred bonds, the Stoic art of protecting relationships. In the realm of personal relationships, the Stoic philosophers offer a guiding light on the path to fostering deep, authentic connections. They recognize the value of privacy and the sanctity of personal bonds, advocating for a careful approach to what we share and what we hold sacred. This Stoic principle, supported by the insights of modern thought leaders, emphasizes the importance of nurturing our closest relationships in the quiet sanctuary of confidentiality, allowing them to flourish away from the prying eyes of the public. Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic wisdom, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This perspective reminds us that the joy found in personal relationships stems not from external validation, but from the internal appreciation and understanding we cultivate. By valuing the privacy of our connections, we focus on the quality of our thoughts and feelings toward those we love, deepening the bond and enhancing its significance. Seneca, with his profound insights into human nature, taught, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." In the context of personal relationships, this means savoring the moments we share with loved ones without feeling the need to broadcast them. The authenticity of our connections is preserved when we live fully in the present, cherishing our time together for the joy it brings us, not for the approval it might garner from others. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the importance of focusing on what is within our control, might advise, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom is particularly relevant to protecting the privacy of our relationships. By listening more and speaking less, especially about the private details of our connections, we honor the trust placed in us and safeguard the sanctity of those bonds. Jim Rohn, a luminary in the realm of personal development, emphasized the significance of relationships in shaping our lives, stating, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This highlights the importance of carefully choosing and nurturing our close relationships. By keeping the intricacies of these connections private, we ensure they remain a source of strength, growth, and mutual respect. Tony Robbins, an authority on motivation and change, often speaks to the power of genuine connections. The quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. Protecting the privacy of our relationships amplifies their quality by fostering a space where authenticity and vulnerability can thrive, unencumbered by the judgments of the outside world. Brené Brown, whose work has revolutionized our understanding of vulnerability and connection, teaches, "Staying vulnerable is a risk we have to take if we want to experience connection." In the sanctuary of protected private relationships, vulnerability becomes a strength that binds us closer, creating a foundation of trust and understanding that is essential for deep, meaningful connections. Simon Sinek, an advocate for inspiring leadership, suggests, "A team is not a group of people who work together. A team is a group of people who trust each other." This principle applies equally to personal relationships. By treating our relationships with the reverence of a trusted team, keeping private matters confidential, we build trust that serves as the cornerstone of a strong, enduring connection. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his emphasis on personal responsibility and meaningful living, advises, Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Applying this to our relationships, we approach our interactions with openness and respect for the other's perspective, valuing the privacy and depth of our connections as sacred spaces for mutual growth and understanding. 13. Personal beliefs and convictions. Quiet convictions, the Stoic strength within. In the vibrant tapestry of human existence, where opinions and beliefs clash like colors on a canvas, the Stoics offer a timeless lesson on the power of personal convictions. They taught that true conviction requires no external validation, that the most profound beliefs are those held close to the heart, nurtured in the quiet confidence of one's inner world. This Stoic wisdom, enriched by the insights of modern thought leaders, emphasizes the importance of remaining true to ourselves amidst the cacophony of societal opinion, illustrating the unmatched strength found in the silent affirmation of our principles. Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic philosophy, once mused, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This simple yet profound guidance encourages us to align our actions and words with the convictions that reside within us, regardless of external pressures or expectations. It's a call to live authentically, guided by our internal compass rather than the fleeting approval of others. Seneca, with his eloquent insight into the human condition, advised, "Be silent as to services you have rendered, but speak of favors you have received." Translated to our context, this suggests that our deeds, fueled by our deepest beliefs and convictions, should speak through their impact rather than through our proclamation. In doing so, we maintain the purity of our intentions and the integrity of our convictions. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher known for his emphasis on the importance of internal over external, famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This Stoic mantra applies to the realm of beliefs and convictions, teaching us that the true test of our principles lies not in their broadcast, but in how they guide our reactions and decisions in the face of life's challenges. Jim Rohn, a sage in the realm of personal development, encouraged, "Stand guard at the door of your mind." In the context of personal beliefs and convictions, this means vigilantly protecting our internal landscape from the influence of external opinions that do not serve us, ensuring that our convictions remain untainted and true to our core. Tony Robbins, an authority on peak performance and personal growth, has often spoken about the power of conviction, stating, "Beliefs have the power to create and the power to destroy." By holding our beliefs close and nurturing them away from the scrutinizing gaze of the public, we safeguard their constructive power and preserve their authenticity. Brené Brown, whose research into vulnerability has transformed our understanding of courage and authenticity, teaches, "Owning our story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. Embracing our personal beliefs and convictions as integral parts of our story, without feeling the need to justify them to the world, is an act of bravery that allows us to live fully and authentically." Simon Sinek, known for inspiring people to find their why, asserts, "People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it." This principle highlights the importance of understanding and being true to our own why, our core beliefs and convictions, regardless of external opinion, as it is this authenticity that ultimately resonates with others. Jordan B. Peterson, a voice for personal responsibility and the search for meaning, advises, "Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient." In the realm of personal beliefs and convictions, this means adhering to what we find deeply meaningful, even when it is not popular or widely accepted. trusting in the intrinsic value of our principles. By weaving together the Stoic teachings with the insights of contemporary thought leaders, a compelling narrative emerges. The most profound strength lies not in the loud proclamation of our beliefs, but in the quiet confidence with which we hold them. In a world quick to judge and eager to sway, maintaining the sanctity of our personal convictions allows us to navigate life with integrity, steadfastness, and an unwavering sense of self. This is the power of quiet convictions, a Stoic strength that endures within, guiding us through the changing tides with grace and resilience. As we journey through the tapestry of life, armed with the wisdom of the Stoics and the insights of modern visionaries, we are reminded that the truest strength lies within. It is in the quiet conviction of our beliefs, the silent nurturing of our deepest dreams, and the private sanctity of our relationships that we find the foundation of a life lived with purpose and authenticity. Remember, the most profound changes and the deepest connections are cultivated not in the noise and chaos of the outside world, but in the stillness and privacy of our inner world. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of timeless wisdom and contemporary insight. If this journey has resonated with you, I invite you to explore further. On the screen, you'll find a playlist that delves deeper into these principles, offering guidance, inspiration, and reflection for every step of your path. Click on it, continue the journey, and discover the power of living with Stoic wisdom and modern clarity. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and each step taken in understanding and reflection brings us closer to the essence of who we truly are.